Greetings all, Vanna here for Cancer's weekly message. Cancer, I hope you guys are going to have a good week this week. Ooh, we're going on a ride! I do have to cover up a bit of this card because the Celtic Tarot that I am using is very exposing of parts. So you have the Chariot right off the bat, and I absolutely love that in this deck it's being led by dragons. I mean, that's just so fucking cool. The Chariot is the ride that you go on when you are fulfilling your destined path. Now, there is the argument of the destiny path versus the fated path. And, like, what is the difference between them? Fate is, in my personal opinion, something that is going to happen no matter what. It's going to come across your path in some way, shape, or form. Destiny is, like, your personal odyssey and where you want to go. What will you make of that? And that comes a lot from the choices that you do make when you are going along this journey. Pardon me, love. I love seeing the Chariot because it just means forward movement. And we absolutely need that right now. Something flipped over in the deck. Like, there's a card that's flipped over entirely. I saw it. Where are you, my love? I think I have an inkling to what it is. What? Nothing's flipped over. Okay. Interesting. I guess you sorted yourself out, no? Okay, so that's what it was. The Three of Wands was kind of being weird in it. I knew I had seen this orange. So I was thinking, like, this is either a Wands card or the Emperor. But I love that it's the Three of Wands because it is a further example of forward movement. You've decided on where you're going to go, and literally your sky is your limit because we have Saturn way the fuck up there. I wish I knew more about astrology and I could tell you off the top of my head what Saturn means, because each of the planets rule a sort of energy. For example, Mars is divine masculine, aggressive, warlike kind of energy. The reasons that we fight. Venus is divine feminine and creation, love, compassion, healing. And literally the embodiment of creation itself, because the Empress or the divine feminine is often seen as a pregnant woman. I'm not sure entirely what Saturn means off the top of my head, but I do feel like that's something important to look into if you are interested in astrology. You might even go in and find what your Saturn is placed in, because there are signs assigned to each of the planetary bodies based on our rising. But that is astrology and very complicated very quickly. That's a rabbit hole you're going to have to go down yourself, my love. But it is something that is worth going down, because learning your natal chart is sort of like looking at the ingredients list that you were made with. And what you choose to do with those ingredients becomes your life, becomes this journey that you go on with the Chariot. And that goes back to the destiny versus fated life. What are you going to do with the tools and the choices that you are being given? Because, like, you can have the same ingredients and make very different things. You could make bread, or you could make pancakes. You could make lasagna, or you could make spaghetti. Whatever you choose to make is a reflection of you. So be wise with those choices. My nose is tickling, and that happens sometimes when I channel. You have the Ace of Wands and the Page of Shields coming out here for you. Delivering a message and fulfillment upon passions. The Wands being associated with fire and Shields being associated with earth. Fulfillment of your passions to gain financial or physical world stability. Like building your home, securing your future, because whenever I see this Page of Pentacles, I think of the spirit that becomes my daughter, that I do not have yet, but I see her in the Page of Pentacles. So this is always a reminder to me of the future, what we are creating, what we are working for, and what is it that you are working for. You have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, Cancer. There is so much fire and so much passion in this for you, but it is going to take quite the journey, that it's going to be difficult for you, because that instability, that unknowing can be very upsetting. But these are the changes that we must go through. We have the Death card here as well, and I have to cover up a booty. And death constantly makes people afraid because they don't know what they're going to see on that other side. But truly, death is just a rebirth into a new form. The king went from passing in this form to going on a new adventure in this next life. Everything comes to an end, my love. Please do not hang on to something because you think that nothing is going to ever come from it again. Things will come into and out of your life. You have education in reverse. Please don't stop learning things simply because no one is holding you accountable anymore. Many of us are out of school, out of higher education learning, and we feel like we don't have to learn anything else. We don't have to expand or grow ourselves anymore because there's no point, because we're not getting a grade or we're not getting a degree or whatever, yada, yada, yada. There is always more to learn. There is always more to discover, even if this is you learning about yourself and whatever it means to be a Cancer. Because like I was saying, we were discussing the astrology so heavily. So, oh my God, really? Holy shit. Yeah, we were discussing astrology so heavily, so this might be something that you feel very drawn to. This combination itself had come out for me. Coming to life, coming out of the sad embrace. Literally bursting forth out of that chrysalis and reclaiming your power. Look at the matching imagery with the orbs of light. How they are on this perch. One is very sad and solemn, and one is bursting forth, creating their own light out of the darkness. That is a testament to your power, Cancer. That is a testament to your ability to heal and evolve and become something new when you allow yourself to do so. That is the root of the Two of Wands here. You have to make a decision. What are you going to do with that fiery energy? There are things coming up around you that you have to be aware of. And there are journeys to take that are worth walking. So it's once you make a decision, once you make a plan, is when things start setting into motion. But you have to decide what it is you want, what it is you're looking for. That is the biggest thing right now. Moving out of this stagnancy energy with the deep freeze. This lion has been here for so long, he has turned to stone. Do not let this happen to you, my love. Do not let these goblins, this negative, doubtful energy that is trying to keep you trapped, into something that is false, into a mask. Don't let them continue to tell you that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy, that you are not deserving. Because there is a path, a journey, something that you must see, something that you must go through to understand why you have faced these challenges, to understand why it is you were the one who went through all of these. Understand that also this is the life that you chose. You don't remember it because in learning to operate this vessel, we are disconnected from the sacred knowledge that children are inherently born with. These are why children can so much easier see spirits and communicate. And like when parents freak out and they say like, oh, that's grandpa over there. They're not crazy. They're actually seeing the spirits of your guardians watching over you and watching over them. But we so often push it aside and say that it's not a good thing and dose it up with medication that we forget our gifts and we forget our magic. You chose this path. Your soul chose to go through these challenges and these struggles to grow from it. And it's what you do now that impacts what you will become in the next realms and these next lives, because karma carries. Don't make more work for yourself than you already have to do, my love. Have a beautiful day, Cancer.